Hello and welcome. I want to talk to you today about the paradox of taking responsibility whilst knowing you're not responsible. I run a business, and a lot of the business communities that I hang out in talk about how hard it is to be an entrepreneur, how many hats you have to wear, how many things you have to do, how easy it is to become stressed and overwhelmed. And I hear this same theme in other places too. How difficult it is to be a parent, how difficult it is to go out to work and earn money. Just how difficult life is, it seems to be quite a theme. And I'm really interested in changing that narrative, in helping you see past that and see something different around that. So I want to share an insight that I had a little while ago about a paradox that's at work here, because nothing in and of itself is hard except the way that we think about it. It's the fact that we think that it's hard creates something being hard. And I know, through conversations I've had, I will admit, I have worked hard. I have got stressed at times about running my business and building it. And then when I understand my own mind more, when I get to a certain point, I see how unnecessary that was. And then kind of when you're talking to people and people say, well, I've seen you working really hard. And there's something that I want to differentiate here is, like, I have a little grandson who adores going to soft play. He loves it when I take him there. And we go there and he runs up the big steps and he goes down the slide and he gets these huge building block things and he builds them. And he, in one sense of the word, he works hard. He doesn't stop. He's on the go. And yet his mind is free. There's nothing riding on it. There's nothing, it's not going to be bad if things don't go the way he wants them to. So it's kind of like a paradox of, he's playing at this. It hasn't moved over into being something stressful that's going to burn him out. And when we are on our spiritual journey, everything about a spiritual journey points us inside and points us to the fact that we are more than just our human body. There's something within us. There's a place within us where we are unbreakable, where we are whole and complete. And that was the biggest insight, my first huge insight. I realized that my insecurity and all these terrible feelings of not being good enough were made up because I am entirely whole and complete. I don't lack anything. I can't possibly be not good enough. I can think I am and believe it, and it can look really real, but it can't possibly be true. And when we begin to investigate these things and see that we are absolutely whole and complete, we can go at any of the things in our life the way that my grandson goes at soft play. And I remember my son, when he was about 3.5, deciding he wanted to ride his bike. And I hadn't got time that particular day to help him. And, when I was going to take his stabilizers off, and I didn't have time to hold him up and help him. But he just went at it. And within 24 hours, he was riding his bike. He didn't stay up all night, but you know what I mean. But it's like, in one sense of the word, he worked hard, but he just had something he wanted to achieve, and he did what he needed to do, but he wasn't stressed about it. He got on with it and he did it. And very much what I see is that the paradox of taking responsibility whilst knowing we are not responsible, doing the work whilst knowing there is no work to do. When we really get an understanding of what our spiritual journey is talking about, what it is revealing to us about who we are, we can show up in life like that. We can absolutely take responsibility for what we're doing in the world, what is going on in the world, but we can sleep at night. We can have, our shoulders can be soft, our backs don't need to ache, our stomachs don't need to hurt. Because we don't need to take it on in a way that it is all on us. We can do the work whilst knowing there is no work to do. We can take responsibility whilst absolutely knowing this is not on us. Life and nothing about life absolutely rests on our shoulders. And it is a truly beautiful way to be in the world. And it is a fantastic way of breaking that loop that we find ourselves in of saying, oh, this is hard. It's a way to see, no, nothing is hard. I can just do this and play full out, knowing that it's not on me. So I hope there has been something useful in this video for you today. If it's brought anything up for you, please do feel free to reach out and ask questions. At the moment, I'm doing an amazing thing called 365 Days of Cracking Creation, where we're diving more deeply into what I'm sharing here. And you get an email from me every day to look at something and play with it and deepen your spiritual understanding of who you are. I would absolutely love you to join me for that. And if there's anything you would like me to make a video about, please just reach out to me and I will do my best to do that. So take care, have a wonderful day, and I will see you somewhere soon. Bye for now.